Hi everyone, today it was round 4 at Fide World Cup and Carlsen faced Vincent Keymer from Germany. He had to win, so let's quickly jump into the game. Carlsen was white, he started with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, we have a Spanish, a6. Here interestingly, Vincent doesn't go for Berlin defense, but he opted for more a bishop a6 move. Bishop a4, knight f6, and here the main move is to go castle and go to open Spanish, but Carlsen opted for d3, which closes a position. Bishop to c5 was played. Now bishop g5, h6, bishop goes back to h4, d6, and here the main moves are c3 or knight to c3, but Carlsen opted for very nice novelty with d4. Now black takes, knight takes, bishop to d7 was played. Of course we couldn't take with the knight because the knight is pinned, so bishop d7. Now Carlsen took the knight. Yes, here of course we shouldn't take with the bishop because this loses a bishop pair, so pawn takes on c6, knight to c3, and here we just castled, queen d3, bishop goes here, and Carlsen is preparing to castle long, but he couldn't do it right away because just bishop takes c3, queen takes, and now knight can capture here. Yes, of course white can take a queen, but also he loses one. So Carlsen prepared to castle long, so he firstly played knight to e2. Now queen to e7 was played. Here long castle. Rook goes to the very nice semi-open line. f3, of course we have to protect this pawn. Queen e5, yes, or normal moves, centralizing the queen. And now here in this position, Carlsen should have played g4 or king to b1, but actually he blundered with a3. But interestingly enough, it's actually not quite obvious why this is a blunder. So let's see what happened in the game. So bishop takes knight, and here, yes, in this position, yes, sorry, not in this one. After queen takes, in this position, black has a winning move. You can pause the video and try to figure it out for yourself. Yes, so the best and the winning move already at move 17 is this knight takes e4. Quite astonishing. So let's see what happens if pawn takes knight. Then just simple queen e4, and as you can see, knight and bishop are under attack, so white just lose a very important pawn, and these two pawns are so strong. So let's say in this position, even computers suggest bishop to f6. Very funny. Okay, let's go a little bit back. Okay, but what if queen takes here, the queen? Now we take her with the rook, and when pawn recaptures the knight, then we take here, and again, knight and bishop are under attack. So right in this moment, I listened to Carlsen interview. He said he went, to the bathroom, waiting there, and cursing himself for making this mistake. Obviously, he found that knight to e4. But when he come back, to the board, acting like it's nothing, Vincent just took here and counter blundered the position. Now it's equal, and he just shook his head. Yeah, it was quite funny. Now knight takes here, so now game is again on. Knight to h7, now g4. Carlsen is trying to advance these pawns. f6, h3. Now knight goes to f8. Bishop goes here to g3, knight e6, now h4, Yeah, Carlsen will try to lock the position. King f7, h5. So yeah, white has a space advantage, but also black has some pressure. Rook a to d8 was played. Now centralizing the rook. Here also bishop to c8 was played. Here also possible is just c5 and putting bishop here on c6. But bishop c8 was played. Now rook d3. White is trying to double the rooks. Bishop goes here. Knight b1. c5 was played. We open a bishop. c4. And yes, and also Peter Leko said this was kind of desperate move, you know, closing down the position, trying to some counterplay. Carlsen was very desperate for a win. Bishop c6. Now b3 was played. But now also this is a problem because now rook to b8 and black will pressure this pawn here. Bishop to f2 was played because yeah, knight jumping in was a threat and to take here. Rook b7, knight d2, and black doubles the rooks like this. Bishop e3, king g8, king c2, and yes, this was very nice maneuver, going like here on d8 and trying to maneuver the knight. f4, a5, e5, takes, and yes, knight to f7. So bishop f4, yes, the threat now is this e6, so actually black has to take, bishop takes, and here in this position, very nice a4 move. Yeah, we shouldn't take, that would be quite bad because bishop takes. So bishop to c3 was played. Now we take a pawn and king to b2. Position is very equal, but white has a slight pressure and it's a little bit annoying, and this pawn, as you will see, will decide the game. Rook goes here. Yeah, the threat was rook to e7. So rook takes, bishop takes. Now rook d5. We pressure this pawn. Bishop goes here. Now rook takes a pawn. Bishop goes to d7 to go here for this pawn. Bishop to d4 was played. Yes, in this position also bishop, if bishop goes to a5, we can take here. Bishop c7 and knight g5 is very strong. Black will pick this pawn. So actually, Carlsen, even in the slightest, position or very drawish position, he finds the best move to keep the tension. Bishop b4. So black took the pawn on g4, a4, knight to g5. Here, bishop to e3 was played. Again, the best move. If we go a5, just knight to e6 is very annoying. So now that would be even winning for black. Bishop e3, knight to f3 was played. Again, we can take here, but a5 is very strong. Rook b4, funny enough. King a3, and now rook has to go back. a6, rook a8, rook a5. If we go b2, king takes, and after bishop to e8, a7 can be played, and knight goes here, but this position is still equal. But if white managed to get rook on b8, it's game over actually. But Vincent played knight to f3, knight takes, bishop takes, a5, rook goes here, and as in this position the game lasted for almost 4 hours, and Vincent was visually very in huge tension, and he was tired, so it's so difficult to defend this kind of positions against a world champion. Bishop to d2 was played. Now rook go behind the pawn, king takes, and as we have this nice check here on d1, so king to c3 was played. Now c6. Here computer suggests just bishop to e2, keeping pressure here on this c4 pawn. But after c6, this was slightly inaccuracy, because now just king goes over here, bishop to f3, bishop to c3, and here black has to play bishop e2, rook takes pawn, king f7, and rook to c5 back. But here Vincent made actually, I think, even decisive mistake by playing bishop to g2. And here white to play and win. You can pause the video. Yes, it didn't take long, Carlsen, to find this winning move. We shouldn't play a rook to e5 because bishop to f1 and we keep pressure on this pawn, so rook has to go back. But Carlsen finds very beautiful rook to f5. And the point now is that bishop cannot go here and king will enter the position. So bishop to h3, but now again, very good move, a rook to f4. So keeping a rook here, also bishop cannot still go to f1. Bishop to e6 was played, but now just kings to c5. So this pawn is defended. And here in this position, actually, bishop to f7 is the best move. Rook d4, but actually it doesn't matter that much. And Vincent made final blunder with a rook to a3. Now just king b4, rook a2, king to b3, rook e2, a6, bishop goes here, a7, rook to e8 was played, rook e4, amazing move. We cannot take because this just promotes. So rook to a8 was played. Now rook to e7, c5, and now very nice rook to b7. Yes, white is threatening to go here. So if bishop goes here to chase the rook and let's say protects the rook on a8, so kind of like this. Yes, black even this is losing, funnily enough, but yeah, if bishop goes here to g2, then we just take here, and after king here, we take, and this is winning. So very nice game by Carlsen. Tomorrow there are tie breaks, and yeah, it was also funny listening to Carlsen post-match interview. He said something about how he, he doesn't enjoy slow chess that much, that he's bored by it, and how rapid it probably is his thing. So very interesting interview, but his performance, it's far from bored. It's amazing how he can do it. And after a tough defeat yesterday, to pull himself back, it's not easy. And finds, in these difficult positions to beat 2700 player in huge pressure. So guys, thanks for watching. As always, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.